Very warm welcome to all my friends. This is, please, all of you, will you please mute yourself? We are starting the program. Please mute yourself. There. Yeah. And I'll send you. You start the recording and then, yeah. Very warm welcome to all my friends. This is the 10th episode of our series, Looking Beyond COVID-19. We have had some very interesting webinars in the past. Today, the topic is slightly different from what we have been having earlier. In this, we focus on home gardening. That is, during this COVID, the pandemic period and the lockdown period, many people had started small gardens, vegetable gardens, especially in their homes, just so they could avoid getting vegetables from the market because of fear of contamination. So this is just an effort to tell you how we have started some good practice during this bad times and how we can take it forward. And I'm very happy that in this webinar, we are having one of our own members, Bhuneshwari Ravindran from our Kozhikode branch to take the session. A very warm welcome to you, Bhuneshwari. She has been part of all our webinars and she has been helping in conducting the webinars. And she is the secretary of Suvarna, which is the Kozhikode branch of AWC. Earlier, she was with the central government in Delhi for many years. She retired as director from the Department of Home Affairs, and she has very varied experience in international affairs and within different ministries, including the World Trade negotiations and many other things. And we are very happy to have her as part of AWC since the past few years. And under her leadership and along with Usha Rajgopal, the branch is doing wonderful work. So I welcome Bhuneshwari, and Bhuneshwari, now you can start your presentation. I request all of you to please mute yourself so that there is no disturbance.
Thank you. Thank you, Ushaji, for the kind words. First and foremost, I want to thank Usha Nair for the faith she has reposed in me to talk about my hands-on experience in gardening over the years. I hope I live up to your expectations, Ushaji. Today's session is organized under the series COVID-19 and Beyond. And one of the lessons that COVID has taught us is to be happy with ourselves and within the four walls of our home. So last year around this time, we were all into seclusion from everything. And for me, during that lockdown, my passion for gardening had kept me going, gainfully keeping me engaged. Then till about July, August, I was completely immersed in it. And so from that experience, I'm going to make the presentation here. Before I start my presentation, let me just tell you how my stint with plants started. It was way back in 85, 86. One of our friends and neighbor introduced me with 3 pots of plants. She gave it to me and I was not very, I was a bit hesitant because I was not sure whether I will take it forward. So what she told me was water them daily, and in the morning and the evening as you come back from office, just look at them grow, and you will really fall in love with them. That is exactly what happened with me. And till now, I was having gardens wherever I was, whether in Delhi or now in Kerala, full time. After the retirement, I've got a small space behind my house. It's a very small space, but I've utilized every inch of it. And I should first of all thank one Mr. Benjamin, P.V. Benjamin, from whom I learned all these things. our Suvarna is very much, aware of and very used to Mr. Benjamin taking sessions. We had a session in December, 3 sessions on kitchen garden. So he used to help me with all these my problems. So every time I go to him with my problems, and from my own experience and what he taught, that is what I'm going to present it here. Let me now share my, then one more thing I should say, my husband, he supports me in gardening very much, but he is not as obsessed as I am in gardening. But then during the lockdown, he has become very interested in vegetable gardening. So he helps me with all the plants on the terrace. So I should thank him for that as well. Now let me share the presentation. Give me a minute before I share it. I'll just take a minute. Okay, now okay, my presentation, I will try to make it in 3 parts. Like first, from the 1 minute again, show video. First part will be how to start the kitchen garden from seed up to replanting stage. Then I will come to nutrients. What are the nutrients required and how to take care of the deficiencies, and then go on to the most challenging part of it, pest control, insects and pests. The most essential, as I hope you can all see the presentation clearly, the most important thing what one needs for vegetables or flowers is sunlight and water. This is what nature has given. And then if you are doing it on the ground, it should be where no waterlogging is there, otherwise the roots will go decay. In cases of course, if you are using the terrace gardening, there's no problem about that. Grow bags, one can use holes for drainage of water. Now, one should have good quality seeds taken from agricultural outlets, and one can harvest one's own the seeds from the vegetables and then use it later on. Then to plant this, you need tray or small cups, which should have holes, and then good planting medium. Next is planting medium is coco peat, vermiculite, and perlite. This coco peat is a new thing. Earlier, it never used to be there. I don't think I have used it earlier. But in Kerala, it is very popular. And also, you can get it online also these days. So coco peat comes in big bricks, 5 kg bricks. That has to be broken, soaked overnight, and washed and used. Without washing, it will have some sour elements in it. So it's good to use it after washing it thoroughly. Vermiculite, here we have the vermiculite brownish. This brown thing is coco peat. This is vermiculite, slightly brownish color. That is got a spongy and absorptive. So it holds water for the plants. Then perlite is, it makes it porous. So it allows the moisture, oxygen, and nutrients to go to the roots. Then, of course, cow dung for nutrition. If you don't have vermiculite and perlite, one can use cow dung powder and coco peat. This, you can get it online these days. Let me tell you, if there is any doubt later on any slide, one can come back and I've got 45 minutes, I want to finish it. So if there is any problem later on, when somebody wants to know, I can go back to the slide later on. Now, fill the pro trays with potting mixture. This is a pro tray with good quality seeds, as I told you. So when you plant the seeds, one thing one should know is one should soak it at least 6 to 8 hours before planting. So in the evening, one is planting. In the morning, one should have soak it in the Pseudomonas solution, diluted Pseudomonas solution. Dilution is 5 ml to 1 liter. So take a little bit of water from that and soak these seeds. That is how it should be done, and it will germinate faster. Also, immunity will be more. Seeds should not be planted deep. Then wet the tray after that slightly. Keep it in shade, and the germination will happen. Time varies for different. See, I use this pro tray and also these sort of small cups. Whatever cups you get, you can use it. And but only thing is, there should not be waterlogging. There should be holes. These are the gardening tools. Most of you will be, everybody will be knowing about all these things. This is the kaikoto, what we call in Kerala. Then this is the for pruning. This is kurpi or fork and things like that. Sprayer. Ounce glass is very important because you need to measure 1 ml, 5 ml and all that. Gloves also. Then for potting mixture, that is done for now for the potting mixture for the grow bag. Again, cocoa peat, cow dung, neem cake, peanut or groundnut meal. This is groundnut cakes, and lime or kumayam in Malayalam, chuna in Hindi. VAM, this is a very important ingredient one should have. And there are 3 essential organic pesticides. These are all organic pesticide. Whenever I say it's organic only. So neem oil, Pseudomonas fluorescens, Trichoderma viride. All these are easily available. Now, of course, one can have Verticillium lacani, hydrogen peroxide, Beauveria bassania for various different diseases. So that later on, I will explain each and every one. Next one is VAM. I'll tell you what it is. This is the thing one can get from the Amazon, VAM. This is very much essential because it supports the roots and helps the plants to get the nutrients, absorbing the nutrients. So this is very important part of a grow bag. This is what Agriculture Department of the Kerala government gives a kit. That kit costs 500 rupees, but whatever is there in that, including cocoa peat and all these trichoderma, pseudomonas, everything is available. It costs something like 1,000 to 1,200 rupees, but government gives it at a concessional rate of 500. Trichoderma viride, it helps in the growth, plant growth, yield, and also some plant diseases it controls. Now, Pseudomonas fluorescens, this is a must for all of us. It's a friendly bacteria extracted from soil from the forest, and it increases immunity, and also it is an organic insecticide. When you make the grow bag, 20 gram per grow bag has to be added to the potting mixture. Then soak the seeds in diluted solution I told you earlier. Similarly, in the same solution, roots of saplings can be immersed 5 minutes before replanting. Then organic as an organic insecticide for several problems, it can be used. That is, liquid is available, powder is also available. Liquid is easier. Powder can be used for the grow bag. Liquid is easier for spray. 5 ml one can spray in 1 liter water and spray. Then powder 20 grams in 1 liter, and it has to be kept for 5 minutes, stirred, another 5 minutes, then strain and spray the clear liquid. So it's a bit cumbersome. So liquid is easier. Then the sediments of the powder thing is a talcum powder. It cannot be used. It has to be thrown off. It has got a validity of only 4 to 6 months. So, and because it's bacteria, don't store it in the direct sun, cool shade. Neem oil, this is available and let me show you. This is available. Pure neem oil is available like this. Otherwise, this was there in the kit, nimbecidine. Otherwise, Econeem, Neem Plus, nimbecidine, many things are available in the market as per the direction given in the bottle itself. One can use that. You can dilute 20 ml neem oil in 1 liter lukewarm water. Because it's oil, you have to use lukewarm water. And 1 ball of garlic, grind it and add it to the neem oil, and with 3 to 4 drops of liquid. So you can strain that nicely and spray on the plants. If you don't strain it, the spray will not work. Then, as I showed you already, what are the ready-made neem-based products available. Now, containers. We know grow bags, pots made of mud, clay, cement, plastic, anything can be used. Paint dibbas are used for big plants, and old tires for really nice it looks, plastic buckets, etc. So the basic point in this is that one should have holes on the bottom and 2 inches above it, so that if there is no water locking. So water should be. Am I audible, Ushaji? Am I clear, audible?
Yes, go on. You are very clear.
Okay, thank you. Water logging should be avoided. And grow bags, when you're keeping it on the terrace or on the parapet, it should be kept on iron benches or on bricks. One can keep 2-3 bricks and keep it. Now, I told you what are the ingredients for to go into it. Now, exactly how much is the proportion. Grow bag size, everybody knows, but I'll just say 40, 24, 24. And the first step for grow bag preparation is soil solarization. That is, exposing the soil to sun rays. It should be done for 5 to 10 days. Keep it, spread it in the soil in the sun. When you spread it on the for solarization, add 30 grams of lime per bag for the in the soil and keep it for 5 to 10 days. The potting mixture, the ratio is soil, cocoa peat washed one, dried cow dung, all these things 1:1:1 is the ratio. Then 100 grams of bone meal, 100 grams of neem cake, 10 grams of VAM. I told you what VAM is or showed you. Epsom salt is good for magnesium also, plus fungus avoiding thing, 5 grams of Epsom salt. Then after setting the bag, this trichoderma viridis solution, one can add to it 20 grams powder, if it is powder, 5 ml in 1 liter, otherwise liquid. Then see, this is the folded one. Fold the grow bag outwards and then fill only 3/4 of bag. Later on, one should leave some space for adding mud and manure, etc. Then press it nicely and pour the water till it reaches bottom. The water should not go out so that the nutrients should stay, but it should reach the bottom. Wet the bag and then keep it in shade for fermentation. Then replanting. Replanting of saplings should be done after 5 or 6, 4 or 5 leaves emerge, and it should be done only in the evening. Then, as I told earlier, the roots should be immersed in Pseudomonas solution for 5 minutes. Even hydrogen peroxide also one can use, diluted ones only. These things help in building immunity to the plant. It prevents some diseases also of the roots. Then keep the sapling in the middle of the grow bag, and roots, not only the roots, not the stem, and keep it in shade for 5 days. 5 days. Then this has to be moved to the sunlight for photosynthesis. The plants make their own food with photosynthesis in the sunlight. Now, next, so I have covered the seed to the sapling, and then the plants, how to do the replanting, how to make the grow bag. Now comes the nutrients. There are 17 nutrients. 3 are available in the nature only. You don't supplement it, hydrogen, carbon, and oxygen. Then the main nutrients are NPK. That is nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Whenever we buy anything from the market, any fertilizer, you can see the proportion of NPK, so much of percentage. See, that is the one. This is the basic thing which is required by the plants. Then secondary nutrients are the calcium, magnesium, and there are micronutrients, boron, etc., chlorine, iron, manganese, and copper, molybdenum. All this constitute 17 nutrients. Nutrient deficiencies. There are symptoms of deficiencies. If there are nutrients deficiency, it shows off on the plants, but we are not all that experts. At least I am not an expert on that. So it's, but I'll just tell you what are the symptoms. But the main thing is to ensure that there is no deficiency. So for that, one has to supply things on time to time. So nitrogen deficiency means bottom rung leaves turn yellow. For that, one can use cow dung and cow's urine or goat's manure. Chemically, one can use urea also. Phosphorus, second rung leaves turn bluish green, and it looks burnt and all that. Bone meal is the solution. You can add bone meal. So all these things we are making the base manure, so that when you make the green bag, grow bag only, one can supply that. So rock phosphate is a chemical thing, but I've never used all these chemical things. Then ash is the potassium. For potassium, sides of the leaves from the tips grow, look burnt. So for that, it is ash and muriate of potash chemically. Magnesium and chlorine, the nerves of leaves turn yellow. Here, Epsom salt. So this I told you, one can put it in the grow bag. If still persists, 5 grams per bag, one can put it. This is a chemical, but it's not a harmful thing. Then boron is the, calcium is the, boron, calcium, the same symptom is the, but boron I have experienced the fruits falling off before developing, and the fruits become, wrinkled and, very bad in shape. So that one can make out. For calcium, one can add lime powder, and also eggshells are good for calcium. Then boron is very strong chemical, so one can add very little, only 1 gram, that is a pinch and not more than that. And for vegetables, there is a foliar spray called Solibor. So according to the direction given on the packet, one can use that. Foliar spray means you can spray it on the flowers or leaf only. Then what I'm saying is only for banana plant, I've been asked to put 25 grams in the 2nd and 4th month, which I have done. It has given very good, nice this thing. Then coconut plant, it's such a big tree. Still, we are asked to do only 100 grams per year. So this I am telling only to show that boron is so very strong thing. So one has to be very careful when using it. To see that these deficiencies do not occur, one can follow a regular pattern of supply of nutrients. So I'll tell you how to go about that, which I have been following. Pruning the plants, adding lime, and making the liquid food on same day. Why I'm saying is that just to have a regular sort of thing. The day you prune the plants, pruning plants means for flowering also you can do it. Cut the branches which are dry. Remove the leaves which are not, which are in excess. if you do that, the leaves, you don't need so many leaves for the plants to survive. So leave enough leaves only. And then on the same day of pruning, what one can do is add lime powder. Lime powder is that kumayam or chuna. That 1 tablespoon of dry lime powder, when you add it, one should ensure that the grow bag is wet, and also it should be put away from the roots. Anything you put away from the roots, that's the best thing, otherwise the plant will burn. Now, this lime powder is used for neutralizing the acidity of the soil. So once it is alkaline, it absorbs the manure or whatever you're giving the nutrients easily. That is why. And instead of putting the lime powder, one can use lime solution. For the lime solution, for 10 bags, 10 tablespoons. Dissolve it in 2.5 liter water, and 250 ml of that one can put it in each grow bag. So that is slightly easier than putting the 1 tablespoon dry lime powder. Now, one thing one should make sure is that no manure should be given to the plants for 5 days after this. So pruning is done and lime adding is given. No manure for 5 days. So only water it daily. That is because the soil has to be ready to absorb the manure and nutrients from the soil. So the acidity has to go. So what one can do is, that day, same day, one can prepare the liquid manure ready. That can be given after 5 days, because the liquid manure, what I'm going to say, takes 5 days to ferment. So next, I'll show you how to prepare. This is a simple way in which to prepare. This is for about 25 to 30 bags, and without cow dung. Some may not have, some may have a problem of getting cow dung. 500 grams of groundnut cake. That is, what is that pinaka called? Kadala pinaka, Kapalandi pinaka or Kadala pinaka. And 100 grams of neem cake. That is Vepin pinaka in Malayalam. Neem cake, and 10 to 15 grams of jaggery. You know, one achcha, we call it in Malayalam, that jaggery is almost 10 to 15 grams. And that also you can, all this can be crushed, powdered and used. Crushed, powdered, I do it in the mixer. I have kept a jar separately for these sort of things, for the plants. So crush it and dissolve it and keep it soaked in 2 liter water, or 2 liters of diluted kanji vellam, rice water. Rice water is very good. It has got lactic acid, so it's very good for plants. Then keep it for 4 to 5 days for fermentation. Cover it in shade and stir it once a day, once or twice a day. 5th day, this is ready. Add 5 times of water. And on top, you can see white organisms. They are the ones who are going to help give the nutrients. So they separate that clear liquid on the top and pour it 250 ml per bag, again away from the roots. Now, one can, excess liquid is available, one can repeat it after 2-3 days. There will be some sediment that also can be used. Put it on the sides of the bag and cover it with soil. So that also can be used. Now, this is another liquid manure with cow dung. Here, 500 grams of cow dung, fresh or powdered or dry. Neem cake, that is Vepin pinaka, that is 125 grams, again crushed. Groundnut or peanut cake, 125 grams. Then if cow's urine is available, that is very good thing. Immunity and a lot of nutrients are there in that. Half a liter. Jaggery, 100 grams. Dissolve all these things in 2.5 liters of water and keep it for 5 days, just like earlier. Stir it, cover it, keep it in shade, cover it with a liquid, not very tight. 5th day, one can add 5 to 6 times of water. And this, because it is cow dung, majority of it is cow dung, one can pour 400 to 500 ml of this liquid to per bag. Again, not away from the roots only, not near the roots. Why we are using neem cake, and why fermentation is there, and why jaggery. Neem cake has got a lot of medicinal qualities, and it destroys harmful insects. Then this fermentation is for the groundnut cake. Groundnut cake, it attracts ants and insects, which is harmful for the plants. So it will eat away all the nutrients. So, if fermented, there's a very foul smell which will come. That will, these insects will be deterred with that. And then it also increases the microorganisms growth also. Jaggery also enhances fermentation, and the microorganism development will also be faster. Otherwise, it takes 6 to 10 days for the fermentation. And also the smell is slightly lesser, and liquid becomes stronger also. So that's why we use this fermentation, neem cake and jaggery. This is another thing. This is another thing, everyday manner one can use. Banana peel, eggshell and tea leaves. This directly provides NPK and calcium. See, skin of one banana, one eggshell. When banana means, I say the Nendrapadam, the big banana which we get it in Kerala. Otherwise, one or two small ones, 1 or 2 or 3 you can take. That doesn't matter. Eggshell gives calcium, one eggshell, and one eggshell, then 2-3 teaspoons of used tea leaves without milk. I've written all this, all this NPK and calcium is contained in that. These are good for flowers and also for vegetables. One can dry it in the sun and powder it and add it in the grow bag along with the soil. Otherwise, one can grind it in the mixer, wet grind it also, dilute it and add to the soil or grow bag. Kitchen waste compost is very good manure, ready-made manure for plants, which is really very good. And what I have done is, one can buy this trust bin thing. You get this, water liquid, the manure liquid, this thing. So that is very good, easy to use. But what I have kept is, I have kept 2 bins like this, big ones. One I fill, and once it is almost quarter filled, close it and keep it for a month or so, and then use the next bin. After a month, I take it out and put it for the plants. In the drum, don't put sour items like tamarind and all that. Otherwise, that worms will not be there. So it will not develop also. It won't become compost. So waste compost, one can get it from the Amazon. It can be added. Then plant protect. I've covered the nutrients. What are the nutrients? How the deficiencies are, and how to take care of the deficiencies on a monthly basis, adding these sort of things. Now comes the challenge. Plant protection. I've got 15 minutes more. Now, 3 types of problems are the fungus, bacteria, and virus. Fungus comes through soil. White, hairy substance you can see on the plants. It is called powdery mildew. Sometimes some are called powdery mildew. See, the main treatment is Trichoderma viridae and copper oxychloride. This Trichoderma viridae is a fungicide. It supports fungi. I've told you we can put it in the grow bag for avoiding it. And copper oxychloride also is very good for this fungus treatment. 3 grams in 1 liter oil for our plants, small plants. 3 grams in 1 liter oil, and we can put it solution on the plant and also in the soil. That is one treatment. And for bigger trees, like, in jackfruit, I had seen it. So mango tree, jackfruit tree and all that, 15 grams to 20 grams in 5 liter, and pour it on the tree as tall as one can. And also around the roots, because it comes through the roots, through the soil, this fungus. For preventing it, potting mixture, I told you, one can add Trichoderma viridie, one should add, and also one can spray. Every 1 or 2 months, one can spray 1 gram of COC, copper oxychloride, in 1 or 2 months to the plants. Now, bacterial problems, they are sudden withering. If you see a full plant one day and the next day you find that the plant is really withered and it's not, it has no life in it, one can make out that it's a bacterial problem. But in case of only a branch is withered, that means it's a pest on that plant. So for this, the treatment is again Pseudomonas fluorescens and Trichoderma viridie. So Pseudomonas fluorescens and Trichoderma viridie both should not be used simultaneously together. Should be either or Trichoderma. Now then it can be put diluted. One shouldn't be put in the soil. Diluted is always 5 ml to 1 liter water. Then there is another one, bleaching powder, 5 grams. One can mix in 1 or 2 liters of water and mix it in the soil. Once I've used it, but not much. Prevention is again adding these things in the potting mix, Pseudomonas or Trichoderma in the potting mix. Then spraying Pseudomonas solution every 15 days. Then some you can pour it in the soil as well, a grow bag as well. Pseudomonas is a friendly bacteria, organic. Now virus, I'm not sure how to do it directly, but usually it is said that the insects and pests carry this. So whitefly, aphids, velicha and all that, these are the ones who spread these to other plants. So controlling them is the best way. So in the banana plant, we have seen Coumba adacua, that, the top most of the leaf coming is blocked. So in chili, lobia and everything, I've seen this virus problem. But organic treatment is Trichoderma viridie. Again, the same thing, Trichoderma viridie, Pseudomonas fluorescens. Pseudomonas fluorescens specifically for sometimes one has to put 5 ml with 50 gram of cow dung powder and dilute it in 1 liter water, and that only the clear liquid can be sprayed. Then preventing is Pseudomonas fluorescens again, soaking that sapling in the Pseudomonas fluorescens or frequently spraying 15 days, every day, 15 days. Now, there are 1 or 2 things which I want to tell you, which are nutritious as well as very homely sort of tips. Rice water or kanyavelam, which we have it at abundance in everyone's house. This is an excellent nourishment for curry plant leaf, curry pata. Diluted curry rice water, if you pour it to the curry pata, and also on top of it, on the leaves, one can put it. It is very good for the growth and also preventing lots of insects and pests which breed on the curry pata. So if you cool it and give it, they're very happy, the curry pata plant. Now, this is good for whiteflies, aphids, velicha and all that. Treatment of, for this treatment as an insecticide, what one can do is keep it for 1 or 2 days. Sour. 1 day is also okay. 1 or 2 days, it becomes sour and some smell comes. Double water can be added, diluted with double water and sprayed. Then this is something which had happened to me, curling and burning of leaves in chili and tomato and all that. 5 grams of lime paste. How to make lime paste is the lime powder, 2-3 spoons of teaspoons of lime powder if you take it, and put a little bit of boiling water. It make a paste, that is lime paste. This is the tuna which you use for the pan and all that, better leaves and all that. Then mix this 5 grams of lime paste in the diluted rice water. Always dilute it with double the quantity of that rice water. Strain it very nicely and spray it on the leaves. Very nicely sprayed, 2-3 days, every second or third day, like that. In a week, it helps. Next is Verticillium lacani. I told you this is desirable to have it. This is basically mainly for, there was a query in one of the sessions, what to do for the lobia plant. There's a black mite and all that. For that, this Verticillium lacani is very useful. Rice water, again sour rice water, dilute with double water, and 10 grams of jaggery add, and 5 ml Verticillium lacani, and spray it on and under it. Jaggery and the rice water will help it. Hydrogen peroxide is another thing which is very useful. 3-stage treatment. I have tried and thing for Wellicha or white flies. This is the most rampant pest that we see. First day, 5 ml in 1 liter. Third day, 10 ml and 1 liter. Fifth day, 15 ml and 1 liter. So spray it over and under the leaves nicely, and remove all the affected leaves also, so that you get less place to say. Don't spray it in the root space, and sure, after 15 to 20 days, you can see the difference. So for monthly, one can, for a healthy thing, one can use it. This is the lacani, Verticillium lacani. This is the hydrogen peroxide. One should be very careful to use only 3% solution, not the 6 or 12 or whatever you get it in the market. 3% only. It costs only 80 rupees or so. I don't remember exactly. This is the Bavaria. See, this is the leaf miner, and this is the affected leaf miner. You would have definitely seen on your plants this one. For this Bavaria lacania, Bavaria is the, Basania is the medicine for that. And Kanjivalam, rice water. So like I said, for the nutrients 1 month formula, there's an indicative timetable for the week. First day one can use just watering. If you keep it as a watering day, keep the liquid manure ready also. And Monday, first day, you can spray Pseudomonas. That gives immunity and pests, and fights a lot of diseases. Then neem oil, then Verticillium lacani for various pests. And if there are Chitrakidam, that is leaf miner, you can do the Bavaria Bassanio. Then Trichoderma, then give the liquid manure. Then you can do the rice water and cow's urine or whatever is there. You can go on rotating it. Repeat it every 8 days for better results. You don't do it Pseudomonas fluorescens on the third day again, because the pests will also get used to it, and they will not be like the way we also get immune to certain things. The plants also get like that. Then copper oxychloride, I told you, 1 or 2 months you can put. Lime treatment and pruning every month. These are the things one can use. See, this is a picture of my green chili plant, which was affected, 2 of them. It had almost gone, and now these are the ones which I am using, and it has come. This is the one which I had the leaf miner problem, and the tomatoes now. And this is a brinjal which I had. It started like this, that white color thing. I spread, and 1 week after I came back, I was not here, and the whole plant had to be removed and burnt. There are traps also for insects, a yellow trap and blue trap. One can buy it or make it at home also. On a yellow paper or blue paper, put some castor oil and hang it in the garden a little away from the plants. It will trap the insects. I'll show you. This is a yellow trap and this is a blue trap. And this is the traps which are available in the market. These are all available. And this is a block which is there. It has got poison. So, and the smell also. This smell will attract the these insects, and it gets trapped. It enters from here, but it cannot go out. That's how it is. These can be used. And some insects which are snails are there, which has really troubled me a lot. Initially, when I started off in 2017, these plants I planted, and next day morning it is not, it has disappeared. So I had even written in a blog the disappearing plants. When I came to know it was snails, they were number one enemies of mine those days. And somebody told, and I saw that in the night when you come out, it only comes out in the night. So hundreds of them, coolly moving about. I was really surprised. And the only way is to put salt on each and every one of them. So I continued this exercise continuously for 6 to 8 months. And now the sales are less. Even now, once a week I go out and see and put salt on anyone. Urea also, I last year, just for 6 months back, I used some urea also. It also helped. But urea is very difficult because it burns plants. Urea also, incidentally, when we don't get it very easily. You have to give the Aadhaar card. I was really surprised to see that they write the names and telephone number and the Aadhaar card number also, and give 1 kg of urea for. Kerosene, I did not like it because it was not effective. Then there was this rodents, perichari, or big rats. They eat away any tuber. Tapioca, they decided which tapioca plant I should be digging into. Every day, a part of it will be dug out. So for that, there's an effective way. There's a mango ginger. There's just like ginger, there's a mango ginger, which flavor of mango and taste of mango, which can be used for chutney and pickling and all that. That if you plant it near these tubers, it doesn't come. That is a tried and tested method. Now I'll stop here with some general tips. Watering regularly, and we should be doing it in the evening preferably. Replanting also in the evening, spraying also in the evening or before sunrise. Always inspect the leaves for pests and eggs. You will see nothing on top, but eggs and pests will be there below. Take care to spray under and over the leaves. Pests will be mostly under the leaves. Wash the leaves. When you're watering once in a while, wash the leaves, rubbing very gently so that the leaf should not break. Select the vegetables like chili, brinjal, tomato, ladyfinger, yam, ashcot. So many things are there which is easily grown. Lobia, pyre, curry leaves, moringa. I mean, spinach is really 5 kinds of spinach are good, very good. If you spray them with pseudomonas and other things properly. And turmeric and ginger, even if you don't have sunlight much, you can, if it also grows in the shades. Then an important thing is a mindset. You should have a mindset. You should have to bear the smell of these things and also enjoy the challenges and also the hard work of gardening. Actually, let me just stop by narrating Mrs. Sujata Singh. She was an IFS, Indian Foreign Service person. He was a foreign secretary in around 2015. She demitted office. And in an interview in NDTV, the interviewer asked her, "What are you going to do now after your demitted office?" She merely smiled and said, dirty my hands. So the interviewer didn't understand, but I had worked with her for a long time, and so I knew she was meaning gardening. Then she had to explain to the interviewer, "I'll dirty my hands with gardening." So that is how it is. One has to be ready to dirty your hands. Now, I told online ordering is very easy, but one has to always check on the MRP. That's for anything it is applicable, but for in this thing, I had ordered, I started ordering this orchid bone, which was costing 70 rupees only, and was manufactured in Tripunithara, Sterling Group. It was being given in the Amazon for 300 rupees. So when I asked them the reason, says it goes from Tripunithara to, Amazon sends it to Meghalaya, whatever places. So they charge the same delivery charges. So that was a shock for me, and I did not order. And so that one has to be, I just thought I'll caution you all. Now these are the pictures, some pictures of my vegetables which I have. This is the right now. These are the garden which I have on the terrace. This is my husband and me doing the thing. And this is the turmeric powder and chili powder from my own garden. I have some, this is a passion fruit, 2 passion fruit things, plants I have already, lots of. This is the third one, I'm going to plant it from Munnar, I got it. I have some custard apple. And these are papayas, my dried papayas, this papaya from this. And now, these were microgreens. I did not say because a lot of time will be wasted, so I didn't say about it. If anybody wants to know, I can explain later. Green grams and sarson and mustard and methi. Some flowers I have, orchids and anthuriums. Thank you very much. These are the, I'll stop sharing. Thank you all very much for the patient hearing. I had kept a stopwatch 45 minutes. I wanted to finish. Hope I have not bored you all. Thank you very much.
Comments in the chat box, Bhuvneshwari.
Okay.
The chat, I think there are a couple of questions. Then after that, you can go, they can ask questions.
Okay.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, please.
From where can we get the government kit form that you mentioned in the slide?
Yeah, actually, I had tried in Kozhikode. I had gone to the agriculture department here, Krishi Bhavan, but I did not get it here. But the kit, I got it from Trichur. Trichur, any shop, there were 1 or 2 shops which were giving. But I do not understand why I did not get it in Kozhikode. There will be Krishi Bhavans, one can get it from there in every district. Where are you from actually?
I'm from Trivandrum. I'm Dr. Trivandrum.
So Krishi Bhavan will be there. So from there one can
I'm
get that.
very much interested in gardening.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice. Yeah. Now in the chat box, there are some Shailaja. Okay. How much Pseudomonas fluorescens? Chitra Sarkar, I want to know, are you meaning Pseudomonas fluorescens?
Yes.
If it is so.
Bhuvneshwari, I meant, when you said you have to place the seeds in this and also the roots of the germinating plant. Correct. In a dilute solution, how much should the dilute solution be?
The dilution is 5 ml to 1 liter. So,
thank you.
If it is a powder, 20 gram to 1 liter water. But it is easier to use the liquid. So, it is very difficult to make for the seeds only. So what I do is I do it simultaneously. Whenever I'm spraying it, I take a little bit and keep it and do it. That is how.
Okay, thanks.
When using Pseudomonas, always use mask and gloves. Otherwise,
but I have not. Initially, I used to, but now I'm not. But I'm careful that one should not bring it to your mouth, and one has to be careful. So, after the application, any even organic pesticide, I do it only in the evening. The moment I finish it, immediately I wash, and that is what I do. One has to be careful. Yes.
What about copper sulfate using to destroy snails? Copper sulfate. Somebody told.
I have not tried it, but I will definitely like to try it. But I have not tried that. Salt is the most efficient thing, and kerosene. Somebody said. Okay.
The snail comes at night.
Yes.
So in the morning they destroy the plant, and it will not be visible sometimes.
Yeah, only in the night. I go out with a torch and watch out for them, But copper sulfate, if somebody has told and if it is there, that will be nice, if you can share the information.
Okay.
How much to put and all that. So I have no experience of that.
Okay.
5 ml to 1 liter. Then Jamila ji, thank you. Kanji, yeah, this kanji water is very good, very useful. I don't make rice every day, so but I make rice for this only, mostly for the plants.
Can I ask you something, Bhuvneshwari?
Yeah, sure, please.
I have a curry plant, and what happens is a lot of these black ants get into it, and the leaves get sort of crowded together, and they don't grow nicely. Can you suggest something? Do you think Kani water will help?
Yeah,
Yes.
Kani water has helped in my case also. Then just wash the sour Kani water, diluted one, of course. Pour it on the leaves and wash it with hands like this. Rub it slightly and wash it. So that helps a lot. And pour it on the roots also. Always use diluted only, I'll say, because it's very thick and they won't be able to breathe, the leaves and the
But
root.
do you think that Kani water brings in more ants then?
No, I have not seen that at all.
No, if it is
It won't.
concentrated, ants will come. You dilute it and pour or the roots. Then always prune the curry leaves.
I have never seen ants because I've got lots of ants around, but not on this Kanjivalam or around the curry plants.
If ants are there, you use a turmeric powder.
Turmeric powder is also, I have seen that used once, or for ants, one can use turmeric powder.
But on curry leaves, do you think turmeric powder is good?
Yes, very good.
Actually, this turmeric powder is, one can, once in a while, you can add it in the kanjivalam and spray it also. It's a antibiotic, this thing, quality it has got. No? So that should be good.
Okay, thank you. Congrats. Very good presentation. I enjoyed it.
Thank you. I hope I was, clear and.
Hello,
You were
Guna.
very clear.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, Shailaja. Tell me,
Shailaja.
Shaila.
I just had one doubt. Anyway, first of all, congratulations for a master presentation. It was totally convincing and clear. Thank you. And
Thank you,
another
Shailaja.
the thing I had written is I have a huge that bluish tub. I had secured it from somewhere, so I can make kitchen compost in that. You had shown the picture, but you had buried it, part of it, under the soil. Is that necessary? Can I do it on the terrace?
No, the thing is, this plastic barrel, what I have put it in the mud, I've cut the bottom part of it. Bottom is completely open. So I buried it in the soil so that it touches with the soil.
Okay.
So whatever compost you put it, after a month or half, it turns into mud. Only mud will be visible.
I see. Okay.
So that is how I have made. But if you put it without the hole, or the smell will come. In this my compost, no smell will come.
Okay, it disintegrates.
Yeah, that is the thing.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else? My kitchen.
I wanted to ask you something. Kallu here.
Yeah, Kallu, tell me.
No, just two things. Somebody was asking about the curry leaves, For the curry leaves, the best thing is a little bit of garlic and pepper together in plain water and spray it. It will go. Because in Coimbatore, I used to do that. One of my friends told me. And the whole, that black thing and all the things will go. And of course, we need curry leaves in a really good way to get back, because always all pesticides will be there in the curry leaves, because that is the most affected thing, curry leaves.
Yeah.
So this garlic and pepper together with in plain water, and just dilute it and spray it. That is very good. Another thing I wanted to ask you. You told, you were explaining about the root soaked in what is that that liquid, no, the dilute liquid for the seeds and also the roots.
Yeah, Pseudomonas. Pseudomonas. Yeah.
But I think cow dung water, thin cow dung water and turmeric, a little bit of turmeric. That is antiseptic, no?
Yes,
So
yes.
I used to do that with cow dung. Either cow dung water or cow's urine. You know, either of this with a little bit of turmeric powder.
Yes,
So,
I remember. Mr. Benjamin also had told that cow dung, you can.
I asked him also.
I remember that. I remember that. Yes.
I always used to do that. You know, just
That's very nice.
Here I can't do because I'm in a flat. So in Coimbatore only I used to do all these things.
I also use only Pseudomonas. It's easy to do it. You know, and almost every week I'm using Pseudomonas, so it is easy for me to.
I used to get it from the road because in front of our house on the road, many people will take the cows around, you know. So my watchman used to take that, and it was easy for me to get there also. But it is very good, actually very good, and even my lawn now almost 22 years, it is exactly like that. Only roots I took, not even green part at all, only roots. Soak it in this cow dung and just, put it, and it was so nice. For 2 months, nothing was there. But after that, full of greenery until now, it's just like that. So I think that is also a good thing. But for curry leaves, this was very good. For me, it came out very good.
Thank you for the information.
Jamila ji, you can you can put the kanjivalam. Also, you can use this Pseudomonas also on curry leaves. You know, for every plant, every vegetable, Pseudomonas, then Trichoderma. All these things are organic, so one can alternate. The best thing is to alternate this kanjivalam, and is very useful.
And the easiest thing is Coca-Cola.
Oh, yeah. After after that session, when you said that, I tried that. But I tried it only once. I don't know.
But especially for this Chembarati and all, no?
One can use that for that.
Hibiscus, that is very, very, very useful.
Can you actually, in the case of Coca-Cola, more than the, of course, there will be pesticides or whatever chemicals will be there in that. There may be chemicals in that, but I also feel there is smell of it. That also may be deterrent to the insects and pests. That's what I maybe that also. You need not be so very worried. You can avoid taking such drinks, but maybe that is also there.
The Coca-Cola actually in hibiscus, you used to get that white thing, no, on the stems, that white thing in hibiscus. Totally, it was clear totally actually.
Sometimes
so I was really surprised, I was really surprised after that.
Hello, Bhuvaneshwari.
Yeah, please.
What to do when the chili, Molagin leaf, it is shrinking. The leaves are shrinking.
Oh, I showed you. I showed you that, no? Adila രണ്ട് കാര്യം ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും. ഹൈഡ്രജൻ പെറോക്സൈഡും യൂസ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും, കഞ്ഞിവെള്ളം യൂസ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും. ഹൈഡ്രജൻ പെറോക്സൈഡ് ചെറിയൊരു ബോട്ടിൽ കിട്ടുന്നതാണ്. അത് ഒരു 3 ദിവസം സ്പ്രേ ചെയ്താൽ.
That is diluted. You have to dilute it or what?
Yes. Everything is diluted only. Hydrogen peroxide in the treatment ആണ് best for first time. ഇത് നല്ലോണം ചുരുളുന്നതിന്. ഹൈഡ്രജൻ പെറോക്സൈഡ് ഞാൻ പറയാം, for first day അത് ഒരു 5 ml എടുത്തിട്ട്, it's a small bottle, you get it for 8 also. 5 ml എടുത്തിട്ട് 1 ml ഇത് dissolve ചെയ്യുക, അത് സ്പ്രേ ചെയ്യാം. Then next day you don't do this, and another day, third day again 10 ml എടുക്കുക. അതിലത്തെ ദിവസം 5 ആണ്, next day third day 10 ml എടുത്തിട്ട് again spray ചെയ്യുക. and leave 1 day, and the 5th day 15 ml ചെയ്യാം.
Okay.
സ്പ്രേ ചെയ്യാം. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പൊ ഇത് സ്പ്രേ ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ ഇല പിടിച്ചിട്ട് മുകളിലും താഴെ പിടിച്ചിട്ട് യു ക്യാൻ യൂസ് ഗ്ലൗസ് ഇഫ് യു ആർ അഫ്രൈഡ് ഓഫ് ദ കെമിക്കൽ ആക്ഷൻ. നല്ലോണം താഴെ മുകളിലും അപ്ലൈ ചെയ്യാം, സ്പ്രേ ചെയ്യാം. ആൻഡ് ആ അപ്ലൈ ചെയ്യുന്നതിന് മുമ്പ് വാട്ട് യു ക്യാൻ ഡു ഇസ് വല്ലാണ്ട് കേടായിട്ടുള്ള ഇലകൾ ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ അത് കട്ട് ചെയ്ത് കളയാം.
Okay.
So it won't, cut ചെയ്ത് കളയുമ്പോൾ whatever we cut and put it for burning. Don't put it nearby only. ഇതാണ് ഒന്ന്.
Yeah, I think it is spreading to other plants also.
ഞാനൊരു ഫോട്ടോ കാണിച്ചു തന്നെ, ഓൾമോസ്റ്റ് ഗോൺ കേസ് ആയിരുന്നു. അത് ഇത് ഒരു 15 days കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നമുക്കത് കാണാൻ പറ്റും. പിന്നെ കഞ്ഞിവെള്ളം is very useful. കഞ്ഞിവെള്ളത്തിൽ ചുണ്ണാമ്പ് കലക്കിയിട്ട് that also you can use it. First you do this, after 15 days you can continue with കഞ്ഞിവെള്ളം.
Yeah, I'll try. Thank you, Bhuvaneshwari.
How does one use Coca-Cola for hibiscus? Hi, Bhuvaneshwari?
Yeah.
How does one use Coca-Cola for hibiscus?
I have not used this. Kallu, you have sprayed it directly?
I will explain.
Yeah.
Just take 1 glass of Coca-Cola and half a glass of water and put it in a sprayer, and from the top to bottom, not from bottom to top to bottom. That means if you are spraying on top, something is coming down, it will come down. And so from top to bottom, you should spray it. And after that, after 1 day, another very important thing, this thing will come down and it will be in the root area. So from that area, you should take off that soil and take it a little bit, 1 inch round. You should take it from there. And put some, there's the same thing, just like that curry leaves, garlic and that pepper powder water, just pour it there and put some other nice soil. And this soil you should destroy it.
Okay, I must try.
Otherwise, the same thing will happen if this white thing, we may think, after this it will go. It won't go. So just take out that thing and put some water like with garlic and pepper, and then put some
replace the soil. Yeah.
Yes. But
thank you.
This one very important, from top to bottom only you should spray.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Kallu.
Hello. വെള്ളിച്ചയ്ക്ക് വേറൊരു കാര്യം കൂടെ ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും. പപ്പായ ലീവ്സ് ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ പപ്പായ ലീവ്സ് 2 ദിവസം വെള്ളത്തിലിട്ട് വെച്ചിട്ട് അത് കുറച്ച് സ്മെല്ല് ഉണ്ടാവും അന്നേരം, അത് തളിച്ചു കൊടുത്താലും വെള്ളിച്ച പോകാറുണ്ട്.
പപ്പായ ലീവ്സ്
വെള്ളത്തിലിട്ട് വെക്കണം.
അപ്പൊ
അതെ, അന്നേരത്തേക്ക് ഒരു സ്മെല്ല് വരും. അത് തളിച്ചു കൊടുത്താൽ അത് പോകാറുണ്ട്. പിന്നെ വേപ്പിന്റെ ഇലയില്ലേ, വേപ്പിന്റെ ഇല, ആര്യവേപ്പിന്റെ ഇലയും കാന്താരി മുളക്, വെളുത്തുള്ളി, ഇഞ്ചി ഇതെല്ലാം കൂടെ മിക്സിയിൽ അടിച്ചിട്ട് അത് തളിച്ചു കൊടുത്താലും പോകാറുണ്ട്. അത് ഡൈല്യൂട്ട് ചെയ്യണം, എല്ലാം ഡൈല്യൂട്ട് ചെയ്തിട്ട് വേണം.
Can you please repeat in English, because lot of people who don't understand Malayalam.
Kalyani, your Coca-Cola treatment, can you?
I said it in my English.
Yeah, that was in English.
About Tangam said just now.
Okay, what Tangam told. Okay.
Yeah. Either Tangam can do it or you can do it.
Okay, Tangam can do it, then okay.
Papaya leaves, anybody has got the papaya leaves? You can soak in water for 2 days and dilute it with water and spray to the that velicha.
Velicha is white fly or aphids.
Other one is Kandari Malak.
Kandari Malaga is that small, very small one. I think we get it only in Kerala.
Only in Kerala. Spicy one. Then garlic, ginger. You grind it in the mixie and spray to the
neem leaves also. Neem leaves.
Neem leaves also.
But you should dilute it nicely. Otherwise, it is.
Yes, at 10 times you have to dilute.
Yeah. That small chili is very, very
small chili is very.
Yeah, 10 times you have to dilute.
Yes.
10 times. Okay.
So what I want to ask you, papaya leaves. It will be like fermented, no? It will.
Yes.
Okay.
It will produce some dirty smell.
Okay.
Okay. Is there anything else in the chat box which I have not seen? I think all are answered.
Bhuvana, this is Shashikala. Bhuvana, what about buttermilk? I have the same problem that I don't have enough kannivalam at times.
Oh.
So what about buttermilk and this kandari malaga diluted and fermented?
That's also good.
Buttermilk is very good. Buttermilk is also good. But for kannivalam, if you don't have kannivalam, what I do is I make rice and I just grind it in the mixer. If you don't have kannivalam, and dilute it nicely and keep it for 2-3 days, because I don't also get enough kannivalam.
Right.
Once or twice in a week I do that.
You can pressure cook it. Take a little bit of rice and pressure cook it. So it will be just like paste. Then you can dilute it.
Yeah.
Leftover rice you can use.
Leftover rice, you can grind it and dilute it.
Yeah. Want to cook also, it's easy. Just overcook the rice and grind it.
Sometimes egg and rice water. I take eggs mainly for the plant's sake, because I get eggshells. Once in a while only we eat. So I make sure that.
Eggshell is good for rose also, no?
Rose also.
Eggshell and tea.
Yes. Tea leaf, eggshell, and that banana skin is the best for rose.
Rose, yeah.
I started off with that rose only. Then later on, when I started vegetables, I started
with banana leaf.
Skin.
Yeah, for that also, is it necessary to add a little bit of salt?
Huh?
Salt.
No.
Okay.
No. Just that 3 things grind together and pour it. Dilute it and put it.
Okay.
And what I do is I dry it, because daily grinding is difficult. So I dry it and keep it in a dibba. And once a week I powder it. And one of my friends in Trivandrum, she when we went to her house, she had kept a separate jar for the mixer. So I got that idea from her, and immediately I came back and bought a new jar for the kitchen thing and started using the jar. Otherwise, it's difficult to use them.
That is true. But grind one is really good for gardening.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's it. Any more?
I'm Rama Anantram from Hyderabad. I'm Rama Anantram from Hyderabad.
Yeah, please.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Excellent presentation.
Thank you.
A lot of information. Thank you so much. The heat is terrible in Hyderabad. So summer we have buttermilk every day. So in which we add the little lemon, green chilies, coriander, inji, the ginger, and curry patta, and then make a buttermilk, a drinkable buttermilk, which is kept in a pot throughout the day, and people keep pouring it along with water. So now that leftover, the one in the bottom, we put it into a vessel and leave it so that it ferments for a couple of days. Then add water and then add it to the curry leaves, the curry patta plant, and that keeps all the pesticides away. And then cow's urine also we use, and like Kallu madam was saying, we also use the Coca-Cola, but all the nourishments, etc., I learned from you, because they just dry. Whatever we do, it's very difficult. The heat is so terrible.
Yes.
Do we have to cover it with a wet cloth or something, the plants?
Plant, no.
How do you manage on the terrace?
No, you don't have to. Only thing is you water it morning and evening. Both
actually, you can cover it with a with some plastic sheet or something like that. With what do you say?
There are some green things, available. Green shade, maybe that we can use. That is what, Kallu, you are meaning?
Yeah, green. Just like it may be plastic or whatever, like with just like what do you call? It's a shamiana, just like a shamiana,
Yeah.
So during this time, it's very good. If you put cover it with that, and so that will help the plants to survive during this time.
But water it both times. That's very important. And this curd, this one, that more whatever buttermilk is very good for the. It will really cool. And kadi pata, it likes cool water also. Just water and or anything you pour. If it is cold in the hot weather, that will very helpful.
If you have old sheets with you, that is enough to cover. Actually, put 2 or 3 stems and just put that sheets there. That is enough.
That might help.
To escape from this.
Even actually we. Correct. We do that.
And if you can wet that, that is really good. If you can wet, let it dry. The sheets are drying, no problem. But if you are wetting that sheet and putting it, that means a little bit of coolness will come inside.
That's good. That's nice. I think in nursery and all that, keep it, the greenhouse sort of thing. Of course, when you water it, you can pour some water over, like Kallu said just now. Here also it is very hot, but may not be as hot as Hyderabad. So
now in Calicut also it's very hot, Mani.
Extremely hot.
Very, very hot.
Hello.
Yeah.
Anuradha here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hello.
Thank you, ma'am, for the nice presentation. It was very informative. Daily, I put the tea waste and coffee powder waste for my rose plants.
Okay.
But, it attracts a lot of ants.
That is because you put the milk should not be there. You should wash it and put it.
Oh, I should wash it and put it.
Yeah. Coffee, I don't know. Coffee I've not used, and maybe it's okay. I don't know. Somebody might know. But tea is good. But wash it. You should. Or what we here I started doing is make the tea separately, strain it, and then add the milk. But in our daily sort of making, we put all the 3 together: water, tea leaves, and milk together. So then wash it. That is in the strainer itself. Wash it.
I add ginger to the tea decoction.
That doesn't matter.
Not an harmful to plants, isn't it? And
no, ginger should be good. Yeah, it should be good. But again, wash it so the taste smell goes. So I think it's okay.
Madam, one more. I have 2 Chambrati plants which don't flower at all. Do you have any?
Chambrati plant which doesn't flower.
Yes.
Okay, I'll share a story of my Coimbatore Mullah. Here, I had that Coimbatore jasmine. It's a tree. For 4 years, it was not flowering. So I really shook it up, and I told my gardener, "Let us cut this off." And you won't believe, after 5 days, the tree started flowering. They're full of flowers. So same thing happened with my papaya. I showed the photograph. 3 years it had not. It might be a myth, or I don't know what it is, but it happened with me. So like this, you go to the hibiscus plant and keep telling someone, I think I'll have to cut this plant.
It always happens. I also had the experience.
That's a good solution. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks a lot.
But of course, you can put this egg and eggshell that apart, actually eggshell, tea and banana powder, that banana skin powder, this if you put it like for a few days, definitely it will flower. And along with that, you also express your unhappiness to the plant.
If you go and talk near the plants, definitely that will some sort of an effect is there. If you, I will give you water, please come up or something like that.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Thank you.
Actually, I want to show you my Kadipata tree flowering.
Oh, okay.
Can you see this?
Yeah, Kadipata tree. Okay,
yeah.
good.
Flowering.
With this curry leaves, if you have a big tree, you'll be getting a lot of small plants from that only.
After raining, so many people used to come and take.
പക്ഷെ കറി പ്ലാന്റ്സ് എടുക്കാൻ കുറച്ച് ബുദ്ധിമുട്ട് എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ ഇറ്റ് ഗോസ് ദ റൂട്ട്സ് ഗോ വെരി ഡീപ്പ് വേഗം ചെറുതായിരിക്കും എടുക്കണം.
Also you will get from seed also you will get.
Yes, seeds.
So those people to come and select from seeds. It is very good.
Okay, very nice Chechi.
Hello Bhuvana.
Geeta, please tell.
Yeah, I have a question. What can we do to improve the soil quality to grow the curry leaves plant? I tried so many times, but it never grow just not coming well. So what we should do about it?
The fish, that water you can pour. It is very good for Kadipata.
Geeta, soil quality. ഹേമചേച്ചി എന്താ പറഞ്ഞത്? Sorry.
Fish water.
I don't think it will be taking that.
Oh, fish water, yes.
We don't have.
Okay.
Me
and we don't have fish water?
Don't.
Yes, we don't have fish water. So
we won't have fish water. Amino acid, fish amino acid and all the amino thing is there, but we don't use that. Once we are vegetarians. So adu karanam pattilla adu. Geeta, what you do is you make this mix of vepin pinnaka, kadla pinnaka and all that, ആ പ്രൊപ്പോർഷനിൽ നന്നായിട്ട് കലർത്തിയിട്ട് നല്ല പോലെ കുഴിച്ചിട്ട് സൈഡിലെല്ലാം കുഴിച്ചിട്ട് ആ കരിപ്പത്തയ്ക്ക് ഇട്ടിട്ട് അത് മൂടിയാൽ മതി. So that definitely it will. And kumayam, what I told you about the lime treatment, that lime powder, kumayam,
yes.
അപ്പോൾ ഗ്രൗണ്ടിലാണെങ്കിൽ 50 grams ഇടണം. അത് away from the roots of the കരിപ്പത്ത്. നല്ലോണം ഒന്ന് കുഴിച്ചിട്ട് അത് ഇട്ടിട്ട് മൂടിയിട്ട് വെള്ളം ഒഴിക്കുക. അത് കഴിഞ്ഞൊരു 5 days കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് put all these things like വേപ്പിണ്ണാക്കിനൊക്കെ ആ ഒരു ജസ്റ്റ് ഡ്രൈ മതി, പൊടിച്ചിട്ടുള്ളത് ഡ്രൈ മതി മണ്ണിലാവുമ്പോൾ. വേപ്പ് പിണ്ണാക്ക്, കടലപ്പിണ്ണാക്ക്, all these things you will get in the Kisan. അപ്പൊ വേപ്പ് പിണ്ണാക്ക്, കടലപ്പിണ്ണാക്ക്, അതാണ് മെയിൻ. ലൈം പൗഡർ മുമ്പേ ഇടണം, 5 days before ഇടണം. അത് ഇട്ടാലാണ് മണ്ണ് നന്നായിട്ട് ആൽക്കലൈൻ അസിഡിറ്റി ഒക്കെ മാറി വരിക. After that only you can put all these things.
And what is the proportion?
Proportion I told already. ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞത് ഒരു 20-25 grams-ന്റെ bags-ന്റെ പറഞ്ഞത്. Okay, I will.
If I put a small plant, if I put a new small plant, what will be the proportion?
Okay, ഒരു ഇതിന് എന്താ പ്രൊപ്പോർഷൻ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ you can put ഒരു 30 grams അല്ല ഗ്രൗണ്ടിലാവുമ്പോൾ 50 grams lime powder.
Okay.
പിന്നെ 100 grams neem cake. ഒരു 100 grams വേണ്ട, ഒരു നീം കേക്ക് ഒരു 100 grams മതി, അധികം ഇടണ്ട. പിന്നെ അതിന്റെ ഒരു ഡബിൾ എടുക്കാം കടലപ്പിണ്ണാക്ക്, 200-250 എടുക്കാം.
നീം കേക്ക് is 100 grams.
100 grams എടുക്കാം. അതാണ് നമ്മൾ ഒരു വാട്ട് ഐ ആം സേയിങ് ഇസ് ഫോർ എ ഗ്രോ ബാഗിനുള്ളതാണ് ഞാൻ പറയുന്നത്.
Okay.
അതാണ് മിക്സ് ചെയ്തിട്ട് കടലപ്പിണ്ണാക്ക് വേപ്പിൻ പിണ്ണാക്ക് 200-250 gram എടുക്കാം.
Oh, okay, okay.
200 grams, 250 grams of groundnut cake. Okay.
Okay.
Then adana main thing. Idu rendu idam pinne korchu bone meal you can use it.
Okay.
Bone meal valare koravu madi. Oru just adinte okke valare oru etra oru
5 or 10 gram.
I 500 onnu idalla bone meal.
No. 5 gram. 5
gram alla oru 50 grams idam.
50 gram idam.
But away from the plant.
Okay.
നല്ലോണം ഗ്രൗണ്ടിലാവുമ്പോ നല്ലോണം കുഴിച്ചിട്ട് ഇട്ടിട്ട് വെള്ളം ഒഴിക്കുക.
അപ്പൊ ഈ പപ്പയ മരത്തില് കായ ഉണ്ടാവുന്നില്ല. ലൈക്ക് ദാറ്റ് ഗോയിങ്. അപ്പൊ അതിനെ ചീത്ത പറയണോ?
ചീത്ത പറഞ്ഞോളൂ. ഇറ്റ് ഹാപ്പൻഡ് ആക്ച്വലി വിത്ത് മീ. എന്നും we used to shake it and we cut it also. Moreover, the top portion we cut it. Yes. And then the branch, we thought 3 years. And so we cut it and I was not feeling like cutting it completely. So I cut only the top portion. Then we used to shake it daily. For a month we have shaken it. And pinne ഞങ്ങള് മുഴുവൻ cut ചെയ്യാൻ നോക്കുമ്പോൾ one flower started coming. When we were almost decided to cut it off completely and keep another one. So one flower started coming and then we were hopeful.
Now it is full of papaya.
Yeah, now it is full of. Today I had the lunch. Papaya was breakfast. Sorry.
Wow. I like papaya very much actually, but I am not getting fruits on it.
And you can even love that plant and talk to it. Then also it will come.
Yeah. You talk to the plant.
Yes, that I do. I go to plants and talk with them. I hug. Like rose flower, mulla.
Is something.
Other male plant in the top.
Male plant under. The male plants it will not come.
Male won't. Papaya male ഉണ്ട്. Male female ഉണ്ട്. അതുകൊണ്ടായിരിക്കും.
അല്ല കായ കുറച്ച് വന്നു. പോയി.
Then it is
വന്നു.
Then it is a female.
And it is a female plant.
In olden days in Palakkad, people do scolding to this jackfruit plant. They throw stones on it. My husband was saying. And one saying is there in Thrissur in south that they put mund around it. Mund chuttu. And it is and it is flowering and giving the fruits. My neighbor was telling me that you put mund around it. So I am going to do it now tomorrow.
What I did, my jambaka, I even gave a few adi with that madala.
I'm just reading it.
Flowered fruit, ella thannu. But it's very tall. Now I don't get fruit.
Sheri, yeah. But it is flowering, na, Lakshmi. It is flowering, na.
It flowered. It gave fruit also this time. First time, apple jambaka.
But we cannot pluck it because all.
It's very high.
Come very high, yes.
And I know, but I have a visual treat. Nare birds വരുന്നുണ്ട്.
Yes, that's good. Yes, I also have so many champaga in my tree, and I'm so happy seeing it. I am making jam and juice and achar, everything from it. Just very good to see it also. Very beautiful, with full of red fruits, na. It's so beautiful. Thank you very much, Bhuvaneshwari. Very good and informative.
Is there any other questions? It's not as if I know everything and I'm asking for questions, but whatever I know. And I've learned a lot from Kallu, from so many others, Sankam ji and so many people.
I want to tell you one thing.
Jamila ji.
Your explanation is excellent and it was so informative and I really like that talk. Thank you very much for that.
Okay, thank you. I'm really happy that, really learned a lot as well. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes,
It was
Bhuvana,
really interesting
Bhuvana,
and very
Bhuvana
informative.
വളരെ നന്നായിരുന്നു ട്ടോ.
Okay, thank you. Thank you,
നന്നായിരുന്നു Bhuvana.
Shobha. Now, Shobha is Shobha's husband. Her husband was in railway board. Now here in Calicut, we used to have a series of discussion on plants only when in Delhi. Both our balconies were full of plants.
Full of more than 100. More than 100 pots, Bhuvana.
Yes. There's no space at all in our balconies. Both of us used to enjoy a lot talking, Shobha.
നല്ല പ്രസന്റേഷൻ, വെരി ഗുഡ് Bhuvana. ഇനിയും ഇങ്ങനെ ഇതിന്റെ ബാക്കിയായിട്ട് ഇനി അടുത്ത മാസം ഒരു ക്ലാസ് വെക്കുക കേട്ടോ. താങ്ക് യു ഭുവനേശ്വരി. എല്ലാവരുടെ സംശയങ്ങളും ഒക്കെ മാറ്റാലോ. താങ്ക് യു വെരി മച്ച്.
Thank you, Ushaji. Thank you, Usha Menon. Okay, thank you.
Hello, Ushiji.
Thank you.
Hi, Ushiji.
Hello.
Hi, Bhuvana.
Yeah, hello.
ഏതായാലും ഞാൻ കേട്ടു മുഴുവന് നന്നായിരുന്നു.
നിർമ്മലത്തി വരില്ല എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞപ്പോ ഐ വാസ് ഫീലിംഗ് എന്റെ ഒരു കൺസൾട്ടന്റ് ആണ്. ഞങ്ങൾ എപ്പോഴും കൺസൾട്ട് ചെയ്യുന്ന ആളാണ് നിർമ്മലത്തി ഞാനും. അപ്പോ താങ്ക് യു നിർമ്മലത്തി.
ബെഞ്ചമിനൊന്നും വേണ്ട, ഭുവനേശ്വരി മതി.
ബെഞ്ചമിൻ 2-3 മാസമായിട്ട് ഹി സോ ബിസി, ഐ എം നോട്ട് ഏബിൾ ടു കോൺടാക്ട് ഹിം. സോ ഐ ഹാഡ് ടു ഡു ഓൺലി എന്റെ experience matram from whatever I learned from him. Yes.
നല്ല explanation. നല്ല.
Thank you. Okay.
Are there any more questions or
chat box lo onnu illa ini? I think we have covered everything.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Bhuvneshwari. It was a real treat. I think everybody enjoyed, and from the interactions we can understand that everybody understood what you were saying, and so many doubts they are asking. So I'm really happy that you could make this presentation, and I would like to tell all my friends who are listening, I've seen that Bhuvneshwari is one person, if she takes up any job, she just does it thoroughly. She'll learn every aspect of it and make herself an expert and do it. So you have seen here, though you cannot call her a professional gardening expert, but she has told us more than many experts could have done. So thank you so much, Bhuvneshwari. It was a lovely talk. Now we'll be having more talks in these series. So we have not planned anything yet in this COVID beyond COVID series. But as I had told in the earlier talks, we are having a talk on water conservation by Rajendra Singh. We hope to have a webinar on Ammu Swaminathan, who's the third lady from Kerala to be included in the Constituent Assembly. And then we have a webinar on past presidents, Maharani Setu Parvati Bai of Travancore. She was one of our past presidents. That is on 4th of April. So there are a lot of interesting webinars coming up. So do keep in touch, and we'll definitely be intimating you. And I expect all of you to join. Today we had good attendance. That was a good thing in spite of various other constraints that many of our members had. And I thank all of you, and especially people who have joined from Delhi and elsewhere. Thank you so much. So now I think we can end this meeting.
Yeah, thank you, Ushaji. Thank you so much for, and thank you, my Suvarna friends and all others who have joined. Chitra Sarkar, she has joined from Delhi, and so many others. Tankam,
thank you.
Anuradha, she's a guest, and so many of our friends. And thank you all for listening to me patiently. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Usha, Rajagopal. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Kallu, thank you.